again, Real Women of Philadelphia. I'm making my second appetizer for tonight to go with my favorite TV show finale. And this appetizer was actually created by my husband, who loves sliders. And he loves anything that comes in a little package and tastes really delicious. So these Philly cheesesteak sliders are super easy to make and absolutely delicious. And they can be served as an appetizer or even as a whole meal if you want to. So what you need for the Philly cheesesteak sliders is just some sliced deli roast beef. You need some Swiss cheese, of course your Philadelphia cream cheese, and tonight I'm going to use the regular Philadelphia cream cheese for this recipe. You also want to slice up an onion and a pepper, and of course you need your cute little slider buns. Now I found these at the grocery store, but if you can't find specific slider buns, of course you can just get some regular dinner rolls, or you can cut some hot dog buns in half to make the buns a little bit smaller. So I'm going to get started, and I think the first job that I need to do is to caramelize my onion. So what I'm going to do is just put it in a little bit of butter and let it get nice and golden brown over about 20 minutes or so. So I started cooking my onions and my peppers, and as the onions are cooking, what you want to do is just season them with a little bit of salt and pepper. Same with the peppers. And you can let them be by themselves just for a little bit while you start to make the cheese sauce for the Philly cheesesteak sliders. And I have a little pot here. All I'm going to do is I'm going to add half a cup of Philadelphia cream cheese, a quarter cup of milk, and a quarter cup of Swiss cheese, also with some salt and pepper. All right, so I'm adding in the cream cheese, the milk, and our Swiss cheese. I'm just checking on the onions to make sure that they're caramelizing as we go along. The peppers look like they're just about ready. As soon as they're finished cooking, just take them off the heat and set them aside until you're ready to use them. So you just want to heat the sauce over a medium-low heat. Make sure it's not too high. Of course, you don't want the milk to scald. So I'm just seasoning the onions a little bit here, seasoning the peppers a little bit here. And what you want to do while everything is coming together is you can prepare your buns and your meat. So I've set them over to another counter, and I'm going to just get to that while everything is still heating. Of course, I'm keeping an eye on it. I'm never too far away, but I like to multitask so that I can get the job done in time limit. The onions are looking a lovely brown color, and I'm just going to add a splash of balsamic vinegar to give them a very special taste to add to the caramelization. So the sizzle is just the liquid in the vinegar being boiled off, and what you're left with is a really sweet and sticky flavor for your onions. So they are finished. You just add that balsamic right at the end, right before you're just about to pull them off the heat. And so while the onions have been cooking, like I said, I assembled our Philly sliders with the roast beef on each one. So now what you're just going to do is top the roast beef with a little scoop of onions, and a little bit of peppers, just one or two. You don't want to overpower the taste. And about a tablespoon of our sticky, gooey cheese sauce. So once you top each one of the sliders with your onions, peppers, and cheese sauce. You just want to stick it into the oven at 350 for about 5 minutes, just so that the buns get warmed up and the roast beef gets warmed up as well. So I've also just pulled the Philly cheesesteak sliders out of the oven, and they look fantastic. The roast beef is warmed up, the buns are all warm, and all you need to do is to finish them off is stick a toothpick through each one so that none of the toppings fall out when you're trying to eat it. Well, my Philly cheesesteak sliders are all ready. I've got the toothpicks inside the buns, and they're all ready to eat, so I'm gonna give it a try. Perfect. The Philly cheese sauce is amazing. Goes great with the peppers and onions and the delicious taste of the roast beef. Thanks again for coming to my kitchen. Can't wait to see you next week when it's side dish week. I'm looking forward to trying some exciting new recipes with you.